Hey, how y'all doing? Today I'm doing the bash machine from Hackthebox. It's an easy machine. Got the VPNs connected, 1010 1450, that's mine. Yours will be different when you connect to the Hackthebox VPN. And I've got my IP address for the target is 1010.10.68. Okay, so let's get started. So start off, as always, start with an Nmap scan. See what open ports we've got. So we'll do a Nmap. We'll save it to a file. Nmap.txt, and change this to 1010.10.68. We'll run that. While that's running, we can have a look at the IP address and see if there's anything on port 80 HTTP. So have a look here, and we see we've got a web page, Erexel's development. We've got PHP bash, and we can have a look around, click on links and stuff, but they don't go anywhere. We've got a search box, got a link to a home page. Goes back to index.html. We can have a look at the source page. And we see we've got information about the page. There's no hints in there to help us, really, I think. Okay, so we'll close that. Now look at our Nmap scan. That's done. So we've got port 80 open, HTTP. That's Apache HTTP 2.418, and that's the only port we've got open by the look of it. Now it's Linux machine. So we can clear that screen. If we do an LS now, you can see we've got an nmap.txt there, so if I wanted to relook at nmap.txt, see a nmap scan again, in case you needed more information out of there, we got it saved there. So the next step is we can have a look on here, we can have a look at Wapalizer, and this just shows you all information. This is just a Firefox extension. Shows you what font, operating system, Ubuntu, web server, so all the tech about the website. So next thing we'll do is search for hidden directories. So we'll do a dir search. Put our IP in here, 10.10.10.68, and we're filtering out 403s, 404, 503s, and with 50 threads. So we'll run that. And it'll do a scan and find any directories off the main page. Just let that run for a minute. See what we can find. I'll just got an about.html. I'll just pause the video and come back when that's finished. Okay, we're back. So we found dev and uploads, images, JS, PHP. So let's have a look at dev, see what that is. So go to dev, and we see we've got index of dev, we've got php bash.php and php bash min.php. So if we click on this one, we've got a terminal here. So we've got a connection to the target from the php bash.php script. So if we do an ID, we can see we're user www-data. So we can see what users we've got on the machine. So we'll do go to home, we'll do an ls. We can see we've got two users, Arexel and Script Manager. So let's have a look and see if we can go to Arexel and do an ls. And we can see we've got user.text in there. So I won't show you the flag, but we can view it by doing a cat user.text. But if I do ls.la, we can see Arexel can read the user.text flag. So if we do wc-c user.text, you can see it's 33 characters long, user.text. So we can see if we can read the root directory, and it doesn't show anything. If we do ls, it didn't change to it because it's got permission denied. We can try and read the password file, and we can see we can read that. So we can see Arexel user and Script Manager users and root user. We can try and read the shadow file, but I don't think it's going to work because we've got no permission denied. So now we want to try and get a reverse shell onto the target using this php bash.php script. So what we'll do is go back to my terminal. I can clear that out now. We can go to where my reverse shells are, and I've got a rshell.php here, so we can have a look at that. And we can see I've got my IP in here, 10.10.14.50 and port 444242. So you put your VPN IP in there, which I've already got mine in there, so it's all good. But if you need to edit it, just do a nano rshell.php, and then you can edit it how you want. So you go in here and change to whatever you want to change it to, and save it with Control X and yes. Okay, so we've got our reverse shell there, ready to go. So next step is to start a Python server so we can upload it to the target. So start that running. So now we can, it's running on where my PHP reverse shell is. Now we'll go back to here and we'll upload it. First of all, we've got to start a listener. So we open a new terminal. Start a listener on 4242. Ready to get a connection to the target. Okay, so now we'll do a wget HTTP and my VPN IP, and it's on port 8000, because if you have a look back here you can see that's running on port 8000, and it's rshell.php. Click enter on that one. Permission denied. What was that? It says success. Looks like it's gone up there. For some reason it said permission denied, but it has connected to it. So let's have a look at, let's start a new terminal, a new tab, and we'll go to uploads and see if it's there. Nothing there. But let's go rshell.php. Not found. Oh, okay. We've got to upload it into the. We've uploaded in the wrong spot. That's why. We've got to go to the uploads directory on here. So that'll be found in the cd var www/html directory. Do ls now. We can see we've got our uploads directory, so we do cd uploads. Now we're in the uploads directory. So now if we do our wget command, and there we go, rshell.php is saved. That wouldn't let you upload it into the other place. So now if we go now if we do that, go to rshell.php and enter, you can see it's stalling there, so it means we've probably got a connection. So if we go back to our terminal, we can see it was uploaded again, and we can see we've got a connection to the target. So if we do an ID, we're user www-data. So the next step is to we'll make it a full shell by doing Python 3. Actually, we've got to check which version of Python we got on here. So if we do which Python 3, make sure it's Python 3 is on there, and it is. So we can do export term equals xterm. So we can clear the screen now, and we can do Python 3-c import. This makes it a proper shell. pty pty.spawn, and we're going to spawn a bin bash that should work. Spawn bin bash, and you can see we've got www-data bashed on there now, and we'll also do Control Z to suspend it, and we'll do stty raw echo fg, run that command, press twice, and now we should have autocorrect, not autocorrect, autofill, and everything all full shell, so ready to go. So now if we do cd home, you see we've got two users, our Rexel and Script Manager, like we knew from before. So we can go cd into a Rexel, and we've got user.text there. So like we've had before, we've got the user.text flag right there, we can read it. So now we're going to try and escalate our privileges. So we'll do a sudo -l, and we can see we've got user www-data may run the following commands on bash, script manager, no password. So that means we can change the user script manager just by doing a sudo -u, and we want to change the script manager and bash. So now we're user script manager. If we do an ID, we can see we're script manager now. So let's have a look at the, we change the script manager. Go back, cd, so we just go to cd script manager, have a look in there. Is anything in here to look at? No, nothing really there we can see. So we'll go back to our main directory, we'll do an ls-la there, and we can see we've got this is unusual here, we've got scripts in here, script manager, it's owned by script manager. So let's have a look at that. So we go cd scripts, clear the screen again, have a look, and we see we've got test.py and test.text. So we can have a look at test.py and see what that is. So it's opening a file test.text, and it's writing testing 1 2 3 and then closing. So looking at this, we can see that the script's writing to test.text, and it's owned by root. Because if we do ls-la, test.text is owned by root. So if we create a Python script with our reverse shell inside in the script folder, let's see what we can do. So we can back in a minute. It's got to work out what we're going. Okay, so we'll see what's running on the machine by using a a process monitoring tool called PSPY. So if you want to get that, you just can go to PSPY, and go to GitHub, and we can download it from there. So if you go to latest release, and we can see PSPY 64, so you can download it from there if you need to get it. I've already got it, so if I do, I'll go to my, I can close that now. I can go to my can do I've got my privilege escalation folder there, so priv ls, and I see I've got PSPY64 here, so we'll run a Python server and upload that to the target and then run it. So it's running on port 8000 again, so we'll go back to our target and we'll go to the temp folder and we'll do a wget http 10.14.50 and 8000 on and PSPY 64, and it's downloading to the target, so we can have a look and see we've got it there now. So now we can do a make it executable, chmod PSPY 64 and clear the screen, and now we'll run it. So PSPY 64 and so we'll run that and we'll see what's running on the what processes are running. Okay, so straight away we can see here it's on UID equals 0, which is root. It's this here, it is looks like every minute it is executing all files with extension of the .py. So if we create a Python script with our reverse shell inside the script file, since every py extension file is executed by the root every minute, our Python script will also be executed, and we will get our reverse shell with root privileges with our netcat listener. Okay, so we'll get out of that. So what we've got to do, go back to our scripts. Sorry. Go back to there. Go to scripts. And you can see we've got our test.py there and test.text. So now all we're going to do is enter our got to get a Python reverse shell exploit. Because it's a Python script. So we'll do we look up Python Python reverse shell exploit. Let's have a look at this one. Palette of all things, and we want Python. And let's have a look what we've got. If you try one of these, I guess. Import. Let's try this one here, so we'll copy that. Go back to our target. And we'll do a echo echo, and we'll paste it in there. No, it's not going to work, so we'll have to open a new terminal. Do echo, paste that in there. We've got to get rid of the Python part of it, so we'll do Control A. We don't need Python C in there. Okay. Right, we've got to also change our IP here to 10.10.14.50, and we'll go 4242 again. So VPN IP in there. And we want to save it to a file called exploit.py. So now if we copy that, and we'll put it in here. So if I do an ls now, we've got exploit.py there. And we've just got to start another listener now. So we can start a listener on 4242 again, and we should get a connection with our exploit.py script here after a minute. And there we go. So if we do ID, we'll see we're root. Who am I? We're root. Okay, there you go. There's another one done. So now if we can view the shadow file, and we can see we got the password hashes of a Rexel and script manager and root. And if we want to see the root flag, we've got to set our environmental variable again. Okay, so if we do cd to root and ls, And we can see we've got our root.txt there, and it's able to be read by root, and we're root, so we can read it. We can do a wc-c root.txt, and we can see it's 33 characters long. So that's it for that one. Have a good one.